will be a rally in downtown Buffalo this weekend as a show of solidarity with Israel. It's being organized by Chabad Center for Jewish Life, and we welcome Rabbi Mendy Lebkowski to tell us more about it today. Rabbi, we appreciate you being here. Tell me why you think a rally here in Buffalo can have a positive effect around the world.
Good evening. And when we think of Israel, we think of Buffalo. Buffalo is a city of good neighbors. Buffalo is a city of love. And we have such an amazing community here in Buffalo. And I feel that everyone is together. Everyone's on the same point here. And when I think about Israel and when I think about what's going on, the first thing that comes to mind is that we need to stand together. We need to just be there for each other, as us Buffalonians always know to do in times of crisis.
What have you heard from others reaching out to you about how they can support you?
So we've been very thankful. So many people reached out to us, so many emails, so many community leaders, not just in the Jewish faith, but from the spectrum of all religions. And they're always, what could we do? How could we help? And I always tell them, we're here. It's not about what's going to be. It's about what could we do to make it better. And I always think about positivity. We always have to think positive, and we have to have a call to action to do better. And that means being nicer to another person, good acts of goodness and kindness. You see a colleague, say hello to him. You see a person that's not doing so well, walk over and say, good morning, how are you doing today? And sometimes the people that are outside our life are easier. Sometimes if you have a sibling, you have a family member that you're not on talking terms, use this moment. It's an awakening call.
It's a universal message, isn't it? Let's talk about the rally. It's coming up on Sunday at 3 o'clock,
Yes.
Niagara Square, right in front of City Hall there. What are you expecting to happen at this rally?
So when I think of Buffalo and I was thinking of getting people together, Niagara Square to me feels like the place. That feels like Buffalo. And therefore, the way I look at it is not just for the Jewish community, for Buffalo at large, coming together and just standing arm to arm, holding each other, and just embracing and saying, we are here for each other. We are standing together for Israel. We are here in solidarity for the state of Israel.
Will there be other leaders of other faiths there, or elected leaders? Who do you expect to see?
So we have a few elected leaders, hope God willing, coming, as well as Jewish leaders and leaders from other faith that will be there together with us.
All right, we have to talk about security, Rabbi.
That's a big one.
A lot of discussion over these last few days about it. Now we're going to have this gathering in downtown Buffalo. Have you been in communication with law enforcement?
Yes, so from the onset, the first person I called, even before I figured out a day, I figured out a time, was the Buffalo Police Department. We have an amazing law enforcement all around here in Buffalo. I called the captain and we spoke to him and made sure. He's like, what time? I'm like, Captain, I don't know. We need to first make sure that this is secure and this is something we could do. So we got him on board. We spoke to New York State Police as well as the Sheriff's Office, coordinated with our county executive, with John Flynn, with the police commissioner. So we have a really good team looking into this.
Yeah, and you should know that we've been reporting, Marley Tuskus has been reporting today. She's been in communication with the Buffalo Police Department and the Erie County Sheriff's Office, and they too are pledging support for any religious gatherings or any gatherings involving the Jewish faith this coming weekend, certainly. They have stepped up patrols here. Before we leave, folks, Rabbi, I know there are people who cannot come to the rally. The rally, again, 3 o'clock on Sunday in front of Buffalo City Hall. What can people do if they can't come to the rally? That would be a show of support.
So the first thing for those that are Jewish, so there's, we light the Shabbat candles. We light a candle, and the idea is that we're in a lot of darkness in general, in a very dark time. And when you light a candle, a little bit of light expels so much darkness. So if you're Jewish and you're watching this, please take a moment tonight, light a Shabbat candle, you and your family. For those that are not Jewish, acts of goodness and kindness, positivity. Hamas wants us to be afraid. They want us to shelter at home. They want us not to go out. Obviously, we have to be vigilant. We have to make sure we're looking around. But at the end of the day, we have to stand up and show them that we are going to lead our life and they're not going to disturb it.
We can all send more light into the world, any one of us. Thank you, Rabbi. We wish you well with the rally on Sunday.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
Thank you for coming in. Now, this will be an outdoor rally, so we'll ask Todd Santos